Alright, well, greetings, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, Death in the Healing, Season 1, Episode 5. Now, of course, the video's name, since I'll be 30 by 4 May 2024, is, of course, Days Fly So Fast and It Leaves Me So Hollow. The reason why I say that is because, you know, I'm sad that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 was not released during my childhood years or even years in high school. Nor this add-on, of course. So, in this episode, let's say this. In the pre-flight phase, last flight, my friends, family, acquaintances, for Death in the Healing, Season 1, Episode 5. Airships, including Airship Hindenburg, has been our home. And of course, there's always another session where you can live in it. Days fly so fast, acting captains, and it leaves me so hollow. The chrono compass is our constant companion. Remember our first flight, as usual? Over the Alps, or someplace that looks like such, chasing the sunset. And storms we weathered. And now, let's go in the control car. By now you should know some things in here. If you haven't, then I should just retake the tour or something. Like, for example, why do we have telephone etiquette? Do you want to do the stuff swap now? Yes. Yes. And of course, oh, I totally forgot to set up the Navigator's position. Actually, since I missed something, you get a freebie. You get a handicap for this video. You get to see how I set up the Navigator station. And it really doesn't take much to do. Not a whole lot of hand labor. Of course, as you can see. Not a whole lot of manual labor. Watch. This is the only drone show you're going to get. Now, if you want to put the sextant away, you need to open the drawer. I did not ask for that. I did not ask to look at a flight control here. So let me put the sextant away. And here's what it really takes, yo. Even if the drawer is closed, I just click this pen, watch what happens. I close the drawer, and where these dots are, this is the area we'll be operating in as of today. And now is everybody alright back there? Alright back there, you want to do the stuff swap? Hopefully this video can go public today. The reason I say this is because, to begin with, I've actually recorded a lot of videos earlier from time being in. They're all, of course, private live stream. Alright. If you look here, referring to this gas panel here. Which gas cells? I'll ask you again. Which gas cells should be the only ones full? You let me know. Heck yeah. Oh, I forgot to take a book out. I'm sorry. I guess, you know, some of you, of course, don't understand the routine of the navigation station, so Okay. So look what we have here. Why do you think I did that just now? Guess I'm running into a wall. Just FYI, I don't erase anything, as you can see, because if somebody needs data, we got it for them. We need to do the stuff swap now. I'll be quick. We have an expo to go to. Somebody gonna do it or what? Stuff swap?
Start maintenance operations, please. Okay, let's do this and okay. We got that all? Yeah. This. Okay.
Warning, we are tilting dangerously downward.
No, we're not.
Warning, we are tilting dangerously downward. Warning, we are tilting dangerously downward.
Release mooring.
We don't have front cone.
Copy.
Copy.
Warning, we are tilting dangerously
Not this
downward.
time. No, we are not. Tilting dangerously.
Warning, we are tilting dangerously downward.
No, we are not. I can make that so.
Warning, we are tilting dangerously downward.
Haul up the moorings.
Roger. Roger.
Roger.
Let me check on the gear. Alright, here's the healed titles here. Now, airships have a funky way of telling you that the gear is either up or down. Yeah, like as you can see here, like I just demonstrated just now, airships have funky ways of like raising and lowering the gear. Issue with the gear here. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're in the up position. You heard me correctly. Now the gear's in the up position. And here we are under the heel titles. All it really took. The next session, as usual. Yeah, you heard me correctly. I just came out of multiple sessions and I started this one. And here, of course, are the heeled Hindenburg titles. And let's move to the right. And now, of course, all ahead full. Move to the right side of the airship. Now Airship Hindenburg starts her engines. What time I record this video? And so the Gondola Mountain Air Range kisses the airship's belly. As this thing moves forward, we've flown through seasons, my crew, and across time itself. The chrono compass. We've glimpsed eternity. And speaking of which, we go outside to the left, to the port side once again. And as we're moving, well, what's going to happen from here? We'll now go to the right side of the airship. Looks like we're buffeting. Alright. It won't be such a bad idea to do the Vyond Logic Gas Cell check, like, right now. So we will look over here. Let's see how it's doing. Alright, so the Vyond Logic Gas Cells check out okay. They check out more than okay, they check out brilliant. Or do they check out brilliant? I personally think so. Eventually these lights will go out, but hopefully not soon, okay? Alright, we're going to pass through Meadow Lake at this point, so... Let's go to the status page and let me release some water. So as we pass the Meadow Lake, here's our plan here. We're planning to go to the Expo, right? I'm thinking, for this video, as usual, let's pass over UNM Hospital. And as we pass over UNM Hospital, let's, of course, go ahead and, I'll say, cut the power when we're over the American Home Furniture. Old location, that is. And Savers. For the airship needs a lot of time and distance to stop. So in this video, I don't think it's speed equals distance over time. I personally don't think so. For the airship, I think it's something else. Well, it is true that speed is distance over time, but you're going to have to full reverse the engines as early as you possibly can. I'm thinking like when we get around like Grisham Park, I'm going to reverse the engines. Or even the American Home Furniture old location. Okay, I'm going to go outside. Something disconnect. I don't like that. We now leave the unofficial Manzano Mountain Air Ranch. We just passed through Meadow Lake. Now we go behind the Hindenburg. And now we go to the left. There's, of course, Mesa Del Sol, in that general direction there. Now when we go to Mesa Del Sol, of course, it looks clear. Tell me, what are some things you remember from your tours at Mesa Del Sol in previous videos? Anybody? Okay, as we head towards Mesa Del Sol, of course, I'm going to say again that we've flown through seasons, my crew. And yes, as usual, across time itself. We've glimpsed eternity. Right now at the Coronado Airport, the Expo grounds are beckoning. The Expo awaits, but our hearts linger. The compass, it pulses. And now, of course, we're approaching the canyon thing that divides Los Lunas and Albuquerque. It wouldn't be such a bad idea right now to check the nav station, so. You see, all I can really say, since it's that short a route, we're in this general area where my cursor is as usual. I know I'm going to say that a lot, but where my cursor is for the time being, I believe that's the area that divides Los Lunas and Albuquerque. The area located not really necessarily out the window, but let me go into control car way front. Everybody all right back here? Okay. Just right out the window under this compass thing. Or right above the heading as well. There's this canyon thing. everybody okay? Let's not press your face right against this clipboard. Right. Okay. Is everybody okay? Let me give the order to prepare for land. Or to prepare for landing, okay? I can't really speak because I was, of course, recording another episode. I wish to finish this one.
Prepare for landing.
Roger, all crew to landing station.
Ready to land.
Ready to land. Now, we're not going to stay in Mesa Del Sol for very long. For, I have other things to do. For the time being, recording this video. And we have an expo to go to. Yeah. Bro, we have an expo to go to. And now, of course, we've crossed into Albuquerque, I guess, for the time being. And so, as usual, let's pass over UNM Hospital. For, of course, that's an area I'm comfortable with. Now that sun's getting bright, I better move over to the starboard side now. Okay. So here we are. Over the Monzal Mountain Air Ranch general area. Mesa Del Sol general area. Right out the window if you're in the control car. I believe there's some helicopter flying over it. We have the rotating beacon at Albuquerque International Sunport. That's the real name for Duke City's main airport, is the Albuquerque International Sunport. But I call it Duke City's main airport because the word Albuquerque itself is a long, lengthy, complex word. And of course... Oh, we have a helicopter flying by us. I wonder if that's an air ambulance helicopter. And of course, Albuquerque is a long word. It really is. And Albuquerque, New Mexico, of course, is namesake after the Duke of Albuquerque. And of course, one of the R's were dropped, so that's how it became Albuquerque. It's because I think the Albuquerque versus the Albuquerque. I think the Albuquerque stood out more. So as we approach the Albuquerque area, I'll say that Mesa Del Sol is dead ahead, to the left, and to the port side of the airship. And as we approach Mesa Del Sol, I'll say that, of course, it's a fun place. Well, when Brendan took me and Sonic there, we had a blast over there. Although it was just us. I personally considered it a blast. Because actually, there's been like twice in my life I've had Mesa Del Sol all of my life. Except for the new international school when I had to help out with the solar eclipse back on 8 April 2024. But anyway, this is different here. If we look to our left, to where the Netflix studio and all this area is, I had this place all to myself like twice. With the exception, for the first time, Brendan and Sonic, Eddie's dog, and of course, me and my mother in this area. We had it like all to ourselves. Ourselves refer to me, Brendan, and Eddie, as well as me and my mother. Correction, Eddie's dog Sonic, that is, because in real life, Eddie died. And Brendan was left to take care of Sonic. As well as Eddie's mom, Kathy. Dragstrips dead ahead. Okay, let's of course position the Hindenburg to UNM Hospital. Yeah, for real, we're gonna position the Hindenburg towards University of New Mexico Hospital in Duke City. For that's my birthplace. We also want to show and tell them that time is to pass now and tomorrow, like in the previous one. And actually, we're going to show and tell UNM Hospital that days fly so fast and it leaves me so hollow. Okay, again. Like as we, of course, pass through Mesa Del Sol, including Albuquerque International Sunport. I imagine people are saying this right now. Where it comes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you can join us for this passing of Airship Hindenburg through Mesa Del Sol, Albuquerque International Sunport, UNM Hospital, Grisham Park, McKinley Middle School, as well as surrounding areas, Del Norte High School, Aurora Del Sol Golf Course, and the Coronado Airport. It's coming up soon. Now, let's, of course, fly overhead of the Albuquerque International Sunport. And as you can see here, as I say to myself, as I imagine these broadcasts are going on in my head, I guess. You know, I'm expressing things from my head from the time I recorded this video. Everybody's making their own speech about Airship Hindenburg, passing through, of course, the village of Los Lunas, Meadow Lake, Mesa del Sol, Albuquerque International Sunport, Lobo Village, UNM Hospital, Savers, Grisham Park, McKinley Middle School, and Del Norte High School, Aurora Del Sol Golf Course, and the Coronado Airport. Everybody's making their own stories at this time. Well, here comes the Hindenburg, passing through Albuquerque International Sunport. At this point, get to work. You think you know what to do? Let's see, everybody in here. That's a direct order from me. Get to work. And at this point, let's prepare to land at the Expo. Oops, I guess we missed a sweet spot for UNM Hospital. From the time I recorded this video, so as UNM Hospital is in sight, let's say this. Approaching University of New Mexico, UNM Hospital. Stay aboard Airship Hindenburg, for you have a job to do. Days fly so fast and it leaves me so hollow. Oops. Looks like we are tilting dangerously downward. Alright. We're passing by the UNM sports complexes. And hopefully we can make the UNM Hospital pass right here. Not really necessarily a pass over, but of course, let's see what we have here. Pass over to the UNM Hospital areas. Actually, we're over the main campus right now, UNM. From time I recorded this video. Alright, here's UNM Hospital, right below us. Name of the video, like I said from before, is Days Fly So Fast It Leaves Me So Hollow. Sorry I didn't make UNM Hospital in the previous video if that was the case. If we did miss it. You know, it was so cloudy earlier. And American Home Furniture, you moved. Grisham Park, dead below. Grisham Park, right below. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and cut the throttle for reverse. We're tilting a little bit. Montgomery Park to our left. Of course, that's Montgomery Park. Where is that? We fly over. Hiya, Eliza, your birthplace. If you look down to the left, right here, here's the birthplace of Aya and Eliza, my nieces. Alright, that's their birthplace. Theirs referring to Aya's and Eliza's. And as we steer the airship towards the Coronado Airport, we pass over Del Norte High School. And to our right out here, this is the Arroyo del Oso Golf Course. And now let's make our way to the Coronado Airport right now. My word, this thing's tilting. Probably a good thing. I'll say again, probably a good thing I slowed it down over, of course, Grisham Park this time around. I slowed the airship down over Grisham Park. Slow forward. I'll do it. So you're right below us here. This would have been ideal to slow the airship down. Bare minimum. I mean, I don't go the bare minimum to slowing an airship down. Distance that is, like, if I'm going to go to Coronado Airport at all, while I release some ballast, I'll say that I wish to slow the airship right down over, of course. I don't jettison all the ballast anymore. Yeah, I jettison the ballast a lot, like you see here. So, anyway, when I slow this airship down, I slow it down over Grisham Park in McKinley Middle School general area. Now, in Season 4, Death is Deceiving. I don't like that song. I'll just walk away. Now, of course, in Season 1, Episode 4 of Death and the Healing, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 Death and the Healing, Season 1, Episode 4, you may have heard that I was caught in some clouds earlier. Excuse me. So I went ahead and I reduced the throttle as soon as, of course, Del Norte High School was in sight. Anyway, I don't think it was a bad thing for me to do anyway. This is better than reversing going into Coronado Airport. And right to my left, that's Balloon Fiesta Park. And right around here, of course, a lot of things like medical plazas, like if you're going to get fingerprints to do something, which unfortunately many things require. And right here is the North Domingo Baca Park and Multi-Generational Center, La Cueva Town Center, someplace containing a laundromat, and here's, of course, the Aero Traffic Control Center, where my cursor is. I had a tour there with Civil Air Patrol a long time ago, when I was 16, when I joined. And speaking of Civil Air Patrol, oh, that sun's so bright. You should know where I meet from the time being I recorded this video, if you watched me a while. And so is everybody here? I think so. Oh, I'm thinking around here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lower the gear. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and proceed with that. Okay, we're slow forward as of right now. Let me see if I can adjust some more ballast, see what happens. Quiet it down by yay much. Or maybe it didn't. Okay, we're coming in just like an airplane here. So as we go into Coronado Airport, here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you could join us for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, Season 1, Episode 5. Days fly so fast and it leaves me so hollow. Alright, so in this video, if you look like in this general direction where my cursor is, where the cursor is, that's of course where I, the creator, get my health care. Or is that the place? And to our left here, there's Dennis Chavez Elementary School, and of course, sorry, Miss Elena, or whatever your name might be right now, I can't stop by. Well, you can see me, right? I got Airship Hindenburg to land. her spirit understands. Wherever it may be. Wherever her spirit may be. And now, we fly over, of course, the Gate of Heaven Cemetery, located dead below us. Almost. Though not really dead. As soon as we get to the dump, I'm gonna put the engines to idle. Actually, yeah, you're right. Let me wait till we're over the dump. I still think we can make the Expo, even if I have to go out in a distance. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and shift the engines to idle now. Probably better just shy of airport property than nowhere at all. Let's just set this thing down so. Yeah, my mom, she's a very chatty woman. Yeah, sure. Originally, she was born in the Philippines, and she, of course, is married to an American. Alright, so, anyway, right below us, let's see what lies below. What lies beneath the Hindenburg for right now. Creeper van, fuel truck, fire ladies, fire women, 2 more creeper vans, and some bigger van. Because those big trucks, in case you didn't know, they're called vans as well. And now, better view of all the trucks and the creeper vans. We're closing in on airport property. Coronado Airport, that is. I'll get you to the Expo somehow. This is something I love doing. Heck, I can make a lot of these videos, you know? Now, look at all the creeper vans. Fire ladies. Because it's my day, my call. Thing's getting further away. I think we'll make it, though. There's only one thing I do to make sure. I'm out here. Let me go to zoom out view. Hopefully this airship will not be an airship in the ditch, which is right below the airship right here. Hopefully nobody's in the ditch. Oh, there better not be. Oh, there better not be anybody in the ditch. Wildflower Park is to the left side of the airship. We go right down here. And of course, if you see where my cursor is about Wildflower Park, where I'm moving it, I demand improvement for that area. If anybody from the city of Albuquerque is watching this video or wishes to make a difference in my community to help me out, be the case that you live in Hawaii or somewhere, or wherever you're watching my video, please, of course, make it known to Duke City to improve Wildflower Park, please and thank you. So yeah, right here where my cursor is, please improve that park. For whenever I go, that place is as dirty as a dirty toilet. I'm sorry to say that, but that's just what it is. In my eyes. Ah, Edith and Dave. What's there? That must be Sandia Lake. Sandia Lake's right where my cursor is. Now, okay, I don't want to blind any passenger. I'll say, yeah, I don't want to blind. So anyway, at this point I'm going to go clean up the Navigator station, and then from there, let's go off to the Expo. Let me go clean it up. It referring to the Navigator station. Look at all these trucks right below us. Did somebody move out? So now I'm going to stop the engines. Hopefully the telegraph will follow the instructions. Okay, let's open the drawer. Put the book away. Put away the sextant. Let's tidy up the sextant. Come on. Alright. And again, just to entertain you a little bit. Okay, so now the sextant has gone away for the time being, so I'm going to close the drawer. And now, of course, I'm going to put the map away. Watch this, can you guess how? 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so now I'm going to head on out. I'm going to ask you. Got phone etiquette? What was I saying? You have phone etiquette? Same goes for you back here. Do you have phone etiquette? And so now we go right now. Let me give the orders to drop the moorings and moor the airship. Then I'll deflate it. Ah, Death and the Healing, Season 1, Episode 5. So far, yet another one of my best episodes in not having to reverse the airship. Let me go with the orders. You can zoom in. Or shall I zoom in? Okay, the telegraph says stop. Now let's...
Drop the moorings.
Roger. Copy.
Copy.
Grab the ropes.
Grab the ropes. Move. Left. Center. Now, of course, let's deflate the airship. Okay, at this point, are you ready? Okay, deflation process begins right now. Okay, now I'm gonna face forward. See what happens from here. Hopefully somebody understood the orders. So of course, grab the ropes. Let me go outside. For that sun's very bright, I'm gonna go ahead and not take a chance with it today, so now I introduce you to one more thing. You see, with the evolution of Flight Simulator, you know, I actually was unaware of this game's existence when I was a little child. Though Flight Simulator's been around since the late 80s, I guess. Microsoft Flight Simulator, that is. And then from there, the community grew. If I could take my childhood back, I'll say I wish I had been playing Flight Simulator since I was a child. Even up until now. And of course, I have a lot of big regrets about my life right now, like days do in fact fly so fast, and they did leave me so hollow. Now in this video of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, Death in the Healing Season 1 Episode 5, the days I did not get to fly a good Airship Hindenburg, of course, left me to where I only have 2 weeks till I'm 30 from the time being I recorded this video, so days did fly so fast, and they did leave me so hollow. If I could take it all back and this within the past, I would. So, alright. At this point, you all should probably know that we've begun our final descent. And as usual, the Expo awaits, but our hearts linger. More like they're urging. So, right now, of course, I'm just letting this airship descend. So I'll go and zoom out, so nobody gets blinded, especially physically, by light. Or wait, what's going on? Yeah, look out. Right below us is the North Domingo Baca Park and Multi-Generational Center, Cueva Town Center. In this general area where my cursor is, where I meet for Civil Air Patrol, and of course where I went to preschool at Dennis Chavez Elementary School. And now if we move even more so to the starboard side, there's the Sandia Memory Garden Cemetery. And here we have the Airship's shadow, or we have the Hindenburg shadow. The descent process continues. Right below UNM Workforce Training Center. Well, slow is sometimes best. As y'all can see, the person who's operating the Hindenburg in this game is still new at the add-on, and of course he's still got some learning to do. And of course it's going to take him a while to land. That's better than, of course, just rushing the thing all the way down. And hopefully this airship, of course, will just keel over, then of course burn. Or rather be keeling over than burning. Now remember, there's always the next session that'll heal the ship. So there's an estimate that he's got 200 feet to go. Now bearing in mind that the ground elevation is not 0 feet. $100 feet to go. Somewhere around then. Alright, listen up. Upon landing, this is what you don't do. You don't board a new case. You unboard. Is that clear? Alright. I guess you'll understand. Even if this thing keels over, should be alright. Oh, this is taking longer than my other episode? Huh. How's that coming about? It's taking longer than episode 4? Is that something? How's all this coming about? You know, the beauty part of Coronado Airport is that we all have it to ourselves. Speaking of which, before we touch down, look what we have here. The infamous Hindenburg titles that burned are now back. And all it really took was the next simulator session. And same thing on the starboard side of the Hindenburg. All it took, next session. 2, 1. Look out. This thing keels. Hold on. Yeah, I could do better about that. And post-crash landing, I call it. At least it didn't burn. Alright. Let's go around. So let's go to the Expo from here. Just outside the airship. First, let's do a welfare check, make sure everybody's okay. Alright. So obviously the Expo's to the left. So now let's ask. Hey, is everybody back there okay? Okay, everybody okay back there? Alright, everybody okay? Yeah, I'm okay. The help I could use at this time is, what can I do to help the airship not tilt? Okay. Okay. So in here we go. All the Vyond Logic and Plotagon Logic has been deflated. Let me, of course, give orders to deboard the airship. Okay. Open the stairs. I guess we can't go in the back, as far as I know. Or open it, the megaphone. Okay, so now let's look around in here. And outside is the Expo. Well, you got Creeper Van Mania. Oh. Fuel Truck Mania. One fire truck with fire ladies in there. Sketchy. You got Creeper Vans all over the place. Okay, the back stairwell is open. Time for me to go back to the control car. Okay, so now let's begin the deboarding process after one more welfare check, okay? Okay, the cabin check's complete. Back to the control car. Oops. Y'all check on the Navigator station. Alright. And now I'm in the lounge. And right behind where my cursor is, that's the writing room. Y'all make sure that everyone's okay in there. And so, let's of course deboard the airship. You heard me. Let's deboard the airship.
Proceed with unboarding, please.
It'll be complete. So again, it'll be complete when I get to the Expo, which means, of course, let's go there now. They're referring to the Expo. The planes I put here are not here today. Okay, here we are at the Expo. Oh, that sun's wicked bright, so just for safety. So for safety, let's have the Expo from a general view from above. Let's have the Expo. The Expo is where my cursor is. So at the Expo here we have, ladies and gentlemen, Red Wing Simulations, LZ129er Hindenburg. Our legacy, our stories, and the hollowness. The compass, it knows. Days fly so fast, and it leaves me so hollow, my crew. And my memories linger. The compass, it will always be with us. For the time being, the Hindenburg rests. Its engines are silent for now. Now, bearing in mind, there's always the next session to where I could fly it. Otherwise, that's our show. If you like, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all around.